Forgot where I was going, I've been driving, I've been smoking. Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been thinking? Now I'm just riding through the city. Now I'm just riding through the city. And
What's up, everybody? This is the D to the L to the N, the DL in sports, and this is the cash line, y'all. Just wanted to hop on here and chop this 6 game slate up real quick. Shout out to the Twitter world, the YouTube world, the cash line world. Everything going good, having a decent week. You know, about one player away from taking something down. Cash line boys in there getting to it. You know, doing their thing. Shout out to my dudes in the cash line. Appreciate y'all, man. But like I say, man, we just gonna jump right into this slate, chop this 6 game slate up, and try to get right back to this money today. So the studs on the slate today is Anthony Davis at 11-7, 11-7, 11,700. You got Harden 11-6. You know, so those are two studs of the day that you got to choose from. Is you gonna take one or you gonna take both? If you're gonna fade them both and make a value line, but those are the two big decisions of the day. Now, under that, you got Embiid and Simmons at 99 and 9,100. Not really going to be on them too much today, but we're going to go about position by position. But like I say, them studs at the top, man, that's Anthony Davis. Probably, besides LeBron, been the most consistent fantasy player of the year. And then under him, you got Harden, and y'all know James Harden can go off at any moment. He can go off at any moment. But we're gonna break this down position by position. At the point guard position, you got James Harden at point guard and shooting guard eligible, so you can put him in either one of those spots, and that's one of them lock and lows. It's just if you're going with him or Davis or however you're gonna put your lineup together. And under him, you got Kemba Walker. Kemba at home. He in Charlotte. We all know his splits at home is better. He had 8,200. Not really feeling him too much. You know what I mean? If because like I say in the cash line, man, we trying to get 6x, not 5. We trying to get 6. So that would be we would need 48 out of him. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot to ask. That's a lot to ask. But Kimba is definitely in play. Under that, you got Chris Paul. He's questionable. Now, if Chris Paul is out, just go ahead and lock James Harden and Eric Gordon in. Just lock him in, man. If Chris Paul is out, you know, you can lock both of them boys in. But right now, he's questionable, so we got to wait for that news to come out. He 8,100. Probably not gonna play him if he do play. But if he out, it opens that whole Houston thing up. Please believe it. Under that, you got Tyreek Evans. Now, all week we've been going through the Tyreek Evans thing. Everybody know that was supposed to play, then got ruled out after lock, and then he was gonna play and got ruled out early. And now they saying he gonna play, but I think he gonna play tonight. You know what I mean? But that's something. If he play, I'm going there. If he play, I'll go in there because I know a lot of people mad at him. And one thing we learn in this DFS, man, you gotta have a short memory. Player have a bad game or whatever happens. A lot of times they come back that next game and explode. So if Tyreek Evans play, I will have a piece of him. Under that, you got Drew Holiday, another dude, man, killed me. You got he had 7,800 going up against LA. He had a great matchup. You know what I mean? But he did threw a couple duds. But I'm going back to him. You know what I mean? Because he owed me money. I ain't going. I've been playing him too long not to play him. You know what I mean? He's gonna go back. He's gonna go off again here soon. You got Lonzo Ball. Now all them Lakers is in smash spots. When one thing we know, you can attack the Pelicans just about everywhere. So all them Lakers is in play. You got Lonzo Ball at 7,600, definitely in play. Under that, you got Donovan Mitchell. Now that Dallas Utah game, not really going there, man. That's a slow paced game, an ugly game. If anything, you're gonna go probably Harrison Barnes or JJ Barea because Dennis Smith Jr. is out. But I ain't really messing with that Utah Dallas game too much. You can also attack the bigs now. You can attack the bigs, but we'll get there. You can attack Dallas bigs with like Favors and Gobert and things like that. But with their prices and with my roster construction, what I'm doing today, I probably ain't gonna be messing with them boys too much. Now under that, you got Ricky Rubio 7,100 in that Utah Dallas game. You got Dennis Schroeder just dropped a 50 burger. He just dropped a 50 burger, and I'm going back to him only because his price is still 65. He's still 6,500, y'all. That's cheap for Dennis Schroeder. He usually 7-2, 7-3, 7-5, somewhere in that area. And because Atlanta's so terrible, they dropped him down. But that's cheap for Dennis Schroeder. Please believe it. You got Rajon Rondo can go off at any moment or throw you a dud. If I'm gonna be in that New Orleans thing, because you got to remember New Orleans, this is their third game in 4 days. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Rondo rest or at least get less minutes and things like that. But he's definitely, you can always go to him. Now under that, you got Eric Gordon at 6,100. That's an expensive price for Eric Gordon, and I ain't playing him unless Chris Paul is out. If Chris Paul is out, I will go there for that 6,100. It won't bother me a bit. Dennis Smith Jr. is out, so you know that puts J.J. Barrera, Yogi Ferrero, and people like that. Now I like Barrera. I don't like Ferrell. Not messing with him no more. He's killed me too many times. You got Darian Fox. You got Isaiah Thomas. All them Lakers is in play. Isaiah Thomas, 5,700, is in play. J.J. Barrera is in play with Dennis Smith Jr. out. Yogi Ferrell, like I said, you can play him if you like. I don't really like him. You got DJ Augustine. Now, one thing about the Orlando thing, Jonathan Simmons and Jonathan Isaac have been ruled out already. So that's going to put Herzonio in play, Augustine in play. Aaron Gordon in play. You know what I mean? So them Orlando boys is in play today. Please believe it. And that first game, that's matched up against Philly. Philly is a good defensive team, so I wouldn't suggest you go all in on Orlando. But you can pick spots in there because there's some people out and you can pick your spots in there. Under that, you got Andrew Harrison. Now, if Tyreek Evans don't play, I'm locking him in. He had 4,900. If Andrew Harrison don't play, I'm locking him in. I mean, if Tyreek Evans don't play, I'm locking him in. If Evans play, I probably won't be so high on him. And then to that, you got your Sheldon Max and things like that, and you got to kind of wait for that news. You got down there T.J. McConnell, 3,600, who could be in play and things like that. But that's pretty much it for the point guard position. But it's definitely a spot that you can. It's definitely a spot you can take advantage of today. At the shooting guard, you know, a lot of these guys are point guard and shooting guard eligible. So at the shooting guard, you know, you still got Harden, Evans, Holiday, Evans and people like that that's point guard eligible too. But you got Donovan Mitchell down here, 7,500, going up against Dallas, not really doing that. You got Tayshaun Sprint, 7,200, love it. Tayshaun Prince, they matched up against Sacramento today. If you're looking for that hammer in that last game, Tayshaun Prince, 7,200. He threw a dud last game, but he been going, man. Terran Prince been going ever since Kent Bazemore went down. He been going. So that's one of them circles and them check marks if you can get to him for that late night hammer. Nick Batum is out, going down to Buddy Hield. Now that Batum being out, that's opening up Jerry Milan. He right back there. He right back there with you. But his price is up to 57, 5,900 now. So you're going to have to pay for him. But he is definitely in pay. Now, like I say, you got Buddy Hield under there. Now, if Bogdanovich is out, I'll go right back to him. He played good for me when Bogdanovich out. But if Bogdanovich play, I probably won't be there. Joe Ingles, one of them sneaky plays. If you look at his game log, all he do is drop 30s. So he's always in play. He ain't one of the popular plays. He's always low owned, but he's in play. Caldwell Pope, all them Lakers is in smash spots. I'm telling you, you can go to any of them. Isaiah Thomas, then like we back to the usual stuff. J.J. Barrera, J.J. Redick is in a smash spot against Orlando, and he gonna have one of them games. He gonna blow up soon. He gonna have one of them games, but it's just so hard to pick, and I ain't going there. If you go under there, you got a lot of the same people. You got Reggie Bullock there going up against Houston. High paced game, probably matched up with somebody like Harden and things like that. And we all know Harden don't play no defense, so you can definitely go to Reggie Bullock. And then under that, that's pretty much where we you getting into that trash can area, and you don't want to be down there. Now the small forward position. A small forward, we're going. You got Ben Simmons. He's eligible there too. Ben Simmons is eligible just about every position, but he's eligible there too. Aaron Gordon, 7,300. That's a good price for him. And with all them people out, circling the check mark, Aaron Gordon can go off, especially at 7,300. That's a cheap price for him, man. And he's capable of 50 easy. We've seen that. You got Prince there is eligible there too. You got Hill. A lot of the same characters. You got Kyle Kuzma comes in there, another Laker in play. All them Lakers is in play, man. New Orleans runs such a fast pace that that other team always you gonna get your shots. You gonna get your shots. You got Harrison Barnes who's in play just because Dennis Smith Jr. is out. I don't really like that game too much, but he's definitely in play. You got JaMychal Green. If Marc Gasol is out, if they rule him out for rest, just lock him in to keep it moving, man. Just keep it simple. When Marc Gasol is out, JaMychal Green goes off. Just lock him in if Gasol is out. Now, like I said, you got Jerry Milan. He's in play. Price is up a little bit, but he's still in play. You got a lot of the same suspects down there. Reza is in play. You got Jay Crowder at 4,800. Now, he was in play, but Favors is back, so that takes him off the board for me. Herzonia at 4,700. Circle in the check mark. 4,700. Herzonia with Jonathan Simmons, Fournier, and Isaac out. Just lock him in, y'all. Going under that, you got Marvin Williams and things like that. And down there, but not pretty much going too much deeper than that with today's slate. Trying to stay out of that area today. Now, at the power forward position, You got Anthony Davis. We already know, we talked about that. You got Blake Griffin been going off lately, and that high pace offense of Houston and things like that. 8,600. That's a steep price for him. You might not have to go there, but he's definitely in play. Julius Randle just keeps going and going and going. All them Lakers is in play. Make sure you mess with them Lakers today. Please believe it. Aaron Gordon at 7,300. We already talked about him. Kuzma, Barnes, Sark. Like I said, Jermichael Green and things like that. So all them boys is in play. All them boys is in play. Below that, you got Dwayne Dedman going up against that Sacramento front court. He is definitely in play at 5,600. You got Merritt. Just got to catch him on the right time. He'll throw you a bomb and then he'll throw you a dud. Under that, you got Favors 5,100 in a nice little spot. You can attack Dallas down there. We know that. So Favors is definitely in play at 5,100. He's in a nice little spot. One of my dudes, one of my sneak plays I've been playing for a while is Mike Muscala. With John, as long as John Collins is out, I'm gonna keep playing him, and he hitting value, but he just ain't went crazy yet. But he's going to, and I'm gonna keep playing him until he do. You got Frank Kaminsky, man. Now Dwight Howard got that other technical last night, so they think he's gonna be ruled out, suspended today. It ain't came down the pipe yet, but they think he's gonna be suspended today, and if he is, just lock Frank Kaminsky in, man. That's a circle and a check mark. And if Cody Zeller is out, you can do the double up. You can do Kaminsky and Hermangas. Just lock him in, y'all. If Dwight Howard is out, just lock him in at 4,100, and Hermangas is a little cheaper than that. Now Hermangas news depends a little bit more on Zeller, but if Dwight Howard is out, just lock Kaminsky in and keep it moving. You got Chuck Diallo down there for New Orleans. Sneaky, man. A lot of my dudes put me on him in the cash line. A lot of dudes put me on him as far as check his game log. You know what I mean? Diallo been going, especially when Davis out. But Davis probably gonna play. So, but he been going, man. And at 3,700, that's salary relief. So to help you go pay up for that Harden and that Davis and that Embiid and that Simmons and things like that. So Chuck Diallo, if you want some salary relief down there at that 37, prime time spot, man. Prime time spot. You can also take a little look at Biyombo. Now he is scary. He's one of them butt squeakers. He is scary. But if as long as everybody's out like they think they're gonna be out for Orlando, he could be a sneaky play. But ain't nothing I would suggest. You got Kim Burke and things like that, because a lot of them Orlando people gonna be in play because of that injury. Now moving to the center position. We got Davis, Embiid, Drummond. Drummond at 8,700, y'all. That's a cheap price for him. Now, ain't a bad matchup because Houston probably going to blow Detroit's doors off. You know what I mean? But you can't ignore the fact that Drummond is at 8,700. Dwight Howard dropped 30 and 30 last night, and wasn't nobody expecting that. They knew he was going to go off, but they wasn't expecting that. But I can't believe I missed on that Howard stuff up against Brooklyn, because Brooklyn gives up the booty at the center position. We all know that, and I can't believe I didn't play it. I overlooked it. I just overlooked it. You got Blake Griffin. You got Vucevic, 8,400. Not really on that. You got Rudy Gobert in a smash spot up against Dallas. He 8,300, so you're going to have to pay for it. But Gobert could smash Dallas down low. Please believe it. You got Marc Gasol, Clint Capella, and things like that. So after that, you're pretty much just picking your poison. What type of roster construction you doing and things like that. There's my boy again, Mike Muscala. I'm going to keep playing him. And things like that. So that's gonna be pretty much it, man. Like I say, CASHLINE been going good. Everything is going good so far, and just wanted to hop on here and chop this slate up, man, and wish everybody good luck and things like that. And y'all know what it is. CASHLINE, baby.